So today, I want to talk to you guys about a very important subject. Over the last couple of months, I've been teaching my viewers how to be wealthy, how to invest, how to make money in several ventures on the internet and online. I've had my step-by-step guides, and I've gone into details on several things: YouTube, Quora, affiliate marketing, and I think a few days ago I did cryptocurrency. I've also done drop shipping. You name it, I've done it. But it serves no purpose. For instance, like if I tell my followers and my viewers, I say to you, okay, like this is how you can make money, and then I'm not helping you guys plug the loopholes on why your money is going away. So today, I'm not just going to teach about how to make money. Today, I'm going to teach about why you're not making money, why you are probably, I don't want to use the word poor, but why you're not as wealthy as you should be. So we're going to talk about 20 habits that keep people poor. 20 habits that keep people poor. Now, these are from my personal experiences, and I'm 47 years old. I've lived a very eventful and interesting life, and so maybe I should know. And so the first one is regularly eating out. Regularly eating out. You see, a lot of people, like to eat out. Like they think that like it's a hip thing to do, it's a cool thing to do, and then like they think that how do I put it now? They say like, okay, this is something that everybody else does, but it costs a lot of money to eat out, and then it compounds over time. It does compound, so it's always better for you to make your own food at home. Cook your own food at home. You could eat out once in a while, or you could order, like on Deliveroo if you have Deliveroo in your country, or if you have like maybe DoorDash, or you have like there's several other delivery services, pizza. You could do that once in a while. But you see, it's always better for you to cook your food, and it's not just that it's less expensive, but it's also healthier for you. You know what goes into your food. Like people who have restaurants, who have delivery services, they're not doing this because they love to have restaurants or delivery services. They're doing this because they want to make money. So whatever ways they can cut corners, like maybe the oil, the vegetables, like they're going to do that, and then they're going to charge you a lot. So it's not just about money, it's also about your bodies. And then another thing that people do which makes them poor, another bad habit, is buying designer clothes. Now, I wear some designer clothes. I wear designer clothes. I like to, because I have this principle and it's my policy. I believe that the most expensive thing is usually the cheapest or the least expensive in the long run. So I do buy quality clothes, quality clothes. So I don't buy them often. I buy them, like every so often, like maybe once in a year or twice a year. And then at all the times, it's not like I buy, like designers approach me and say, okay, Reno, can you wear our clothes for free? Just wear our clothes, take pictures with it. So that's, and I can afford it. However, what a lot of people do, especially young people, is like, like they want to wear designer clothes and then they want to take pictures on Instagram. They want to show up, they want to live a fake lifestyle, and it's very, very expensive. So money that you should have gone into investing, goes into trying to look rich, with designers that you can't afford. And so it's one habit that I would really encourage people, like, cut off. If you're going to buy designers, do what I do, just buy sparingly. But the best thing is just buy clothes that you can afford. And that's just the best thing. Buy clothes that you can afford. Now, another thing, and I've talked about this at length, is always upgrading to the latest iPhone. Always upgrading to the latest iPhone. Year over year, there's very, very little difference between the last iPhone and the new one. And so basically, if you have the one that was previously released, you don't need the new one. It's just a marketing gimmick by Apple, and that's their job. Like their job, obviously they want to make money, so that is their job. But you have to apply your common sense. You have to apply some discretion. So you think about it, there's so many things that you could do with the money you're going to be spending on an iPhone 13. You can buy a plot of land in a low-income area. You can buy 40 bags of rice if you live in a third world country, and then sell them in the urban areas, double your money. You can buy Bitcoin, you can trade Forex. There's lots of things that you can do. But when you say, okay, I'm going to buy clothes, I want to buy an iPhone 13, something that you don't need, because everything that the iPhone 13 can do, your old phone can do it. So, but it's just a status symbol. So it's one of the things that keep people poor. That keeps people poor. Don't think that you want to impress people. Really, they're not really looking at you. People are self-absorbed. So if you want to impress them, you're wasting your time. Now, another thing is this, is like people want to go a short distance, like any distance. And when I say a short distance, well, like what I'm talking about is any distance that is less than 5 miles. You want to go on those distance, and then you drive, you take an Uber, or you take a taxi. And I'm saying, my wife and I, we travel all around the world. I mean, you guys know that I travel all around the world. Money is not my problem, but yet I walk any distance that is less than 5 kilometers. I walk it. I walk any distance. As a matter of fact, and this is a true story, my wife is here, she can hear me. When my wife was going to have my last child, we actually walked to the hospital, because I live in a rural area, and some of you know that, I've always talked about this. I don't like the cities, so I live in a rural area. We walked to the hospital. I know it sounds incredulous, but she wasn't in any pain. The doctor said we should just come. So we walked to the hospital. We weren't even expecting to have the child that day. But then the doctor said, look, this is the due date. You got to stay here until you have the child. So my wife stayed. The next day we had the child. But we walked in the winter. As a matter of fact, if you see the video that I put on YouTube and Instagram, the river in front of our house was frozen. I'm sure some of you remember that video. That video was taken on the day my wife and I were walking to the hospital. So you see, try to cut down on things like that. You don't need it. And then another thing is buying lottery tickets. You have less than 0.001% chance of winning the lottery. So why would you do that? Yes, I know they keep on dangling people that have won $65 million, dangling people that have won so amount of money. If you watch, there's a show that is on TV, How the Lottery Ruined My Life. I'm not saying some of those people, I'm saying most of those people, the lottery ruined their lives because they're not prepared for the money. The money comes, and then they just, it's terrible. Some of them, I think about 2 weeks ago, one of them committed suicide. But forget about that. Buying a lottery ticket is just because your chances of winning are so slim. Do something better with that money. So if you're buying a lottery ticket or sports betting, you're spending an average of maybe $5 every month. You can use that money better still to do something else. You can purchase life insurance. You can invest in shares. There are a lot of things that you can do. And then there's a habit that I know is going to make some of you angry because I'm mentioning this, but smoking. Before I did this video, I went to try, because I don't smoke, but I just went to a shop. I said, okay, sir, how much is this? And I said, this particular one, how much is this one? Like the cheapest packet of cigarettes I could get was $5.45. And then you think about that, and then people smoke packs of that in a day, not in a week, in a day. So just imagine how your money is going. So try to cut that habit, not just for your health, but also for your financial health. Now, another thing is alcoholism. Excuse me. Now, here's the thing. When I mention alcoholism, a lot of people are thinking, okay, he's talking about alcohol. No. Moderate drinking, moderate consumption of alcohol is actually good for you, especially when it's wine, red wine, not liquor. But even liquor itself, scripture is not against it. In scripture we are told that we can use our money for tithes. That's the Jews, because in the New Testament we're not meant to pay tithes. But it says that the Jews can use their money for tithes to actually buy liquor. But the thing there is that you don't have to. But what I'm talking about now is not drinking alcohol. I'm talking about alcoholism, that is getting drunk. Scripture is not against drinking. Scripture is against getting drunk. So alcoholism, it consumes a lot of money, and then also it ruins your reputation, it ruins your ability to work. So not only is it consuming money, now what it's also doing is that it is also consuming your time, productive time. You see? Now, another thing that you could do also, that a lot of people do, is that they buy on impulse. So you go to a store, I have a friend who owns like a fuel station, what they call it in other countries, petrol station, gas station, yeah. So he owns this, and then what he does is he positions, stuff here. He put them here, put them there, put them there. Little knickknacks, like maybe nail cutter, or maybe like some kind of candy, or some kind of like a sun visor or glasses, things that you don't need. And then you walk into the counter to go and pay, and then you just begin to see those things, and then they're calling your name, and you just buy them. Those are impulse buys. You don't don't need them. Anything that you buy on impulse is not a need. It's not even a want. It's just boom, indiscipline. So don't buy. When you go to a store, have an idea of the things that you want to buy in that store, and when you get to the store, buy only those things. Don't buy anything beyond what you have intended beforehand to buy at that store. Anything else, that's an impulse buy, and impulse buys make people poor. I can't restate that. Impulse buys make people poor. Now, another thing there is this, is like people say, okay, oh, this thing is on sale. Oh my gosh, it used to be $100 and now it's $50, so I'm going to buy it. You know, funny enough, those things are actually marketing gimmicks. And I know because I'm a marketer. In fact, in almost 100% of the cases, they are lies. What they are telling you is that this thing was $100. What they are actually quoting is the manufacturer's standard retail price. So they are quoting the manufacturer's standard retail price and deceiving you to think that, okay, you're getting a deal. You're not getting a deal. That price that they're putting there for you and say, okay, this thing, it was worth so and so, and now is now what is now selling for this. No. What they are not putting the price that they once put it up. So they are putting the manufacturer's standard retail price. And it doesn't matter. You are not saving money by buying things on sale. You're actually spending money. So it's being penny wise and pound foolish. So don't buy things on sale. If you need things, buy quality things. Don't buy things that nobody wants to buy, nobody likes, people have rejected, and it's going to show on your body when you buy clothes on sale and then you walk, they are ill-fitting, the colors are kind of awkward. People are going to know, oh, I look at this guy, I know that he bought that stuff on sale. And you don't want that. It makes people look at you as a cheap fellow. Don't do that. You know, so buy what you can afford. Don't buy things on sale. I cannot restate that enough. You know, you're not getting anything. You know, buy what you can afford. Don't buy things on sale. Now, another thing there is like people do this. They buy coffees, they buy tea, they go to Starbucks. You know, or if they don't go to Starbucks, they go to Pete's Coffee, or they go to McDonald's, or they go. If you're living in a third world country where you don't have any of these places, they go to like a Meishai. If you live in India, or if you've been to India, Turkey, because I've traveled a lot in all those countries, they have what they call chaiwala. So if you go into a chaiwala, you're wasting your money. You're dissipating your money. What you want to do is like go to your kitchen, get a kettle going, make your tea, make your coffee, brew your coffee. And if you want to take it out with you, then get a plastic cup and then buy them in bulk. Get a lid, pop them in, and then you're going to be saving. Just think about that. How much is a cup of coffee at Starbucks? You're talking about $5.50. Imagine if you're saving that every day. That's about almost $200 in a month. You think about that. So it compounds. Now, another thing that people do, you know, and this is something that I've talked about before, is that they buy bottled water. And then they say to themselves that, okay, well, you know, they are drinking something that is healthy and then it is worth it. Now listen to this. I drink bottled water, but I don't drink filtered water. I drink spring water. I drink Perrier, and I can afford it. But the vast majority of people, because Perrier is very expensive, the vast majority of people don't drink spring water. They drink just bottled water, and most bottled water is filtered water. So what it is that they just take tap water, and then they filter it, and then they're selling it to you. So why not just buy a water filter yourself and then just get like a metal bottle and then always fill it and take it out with you? That's basically what it is. If you're going to buy bottled water, make sure that you're buying spring water. What is spring water? Like Perrier comes from a spring. A spring it's not filtered. It's like, you know, it has mineral properties. So you're drinking it like you're drinking vitamins. But if you're not buying that, you're buying bottled water and you think that you're drinking something healthy, no. Go and buy a water filter, and then it filters the water. You put it in like you know, like a cup that you have, not a disposable one that you can always use long term. You're saving yourself money, a lot of money, because it's always cheaper for you to filter your water. And then if you look at it, most times the filtration process of the water that you filter at home is much better than what you buy, because they're doing mass production, you know. And so another thing there is that, you know, like, and I don't know how to put this now, you know, this kind of like, it's how I'm going to say it, like pornographic sites, porn sites, you know. Okay, yes, porn sites. So people go on sites like Pornhub. They go on sites like Pornhub. Now, I don't go on porn sites, Now, I do not, I mean, all those things don't interest me at all. However, I saw the data, and Nigeria, Ghana, Jamaica are countries that spend a lot of time and a lot of money on Pornhub. Now, you can Google it yourself, you can research it. And then you see, that's a lot of money that is going down the drain. And it's also causing frustration, and it's leading to things like, rape in society. It's leading to things like it's not just rape, like all kind of sexual crimes. And like these are unwholesome practices that is being caused by visiting pornographic websites. It messes with your mind. You don't want to do that. And then also the premiums that you're paying. And then also another thing that like people do, which costs a lot of money, is that they borrow from banks to spend on consumption. If you're going to borrow money from a bank, it has to be money that you're going to spend on production. Maybe you have a business that is already profitable and you want to make it more profitable. Or maybe you want to go to school, or maybe you want to buy shares that you know that maybe they are going to go up, you're definitely sure. Or maybe you want to import stuff and then you cannot afford to pay for the imports, and then you go into a bank. But don't go and borrow money to consume, borrow money to hold a party, borrow money to have a wedding. No, that's what keeps people poor. It keeps people poor, And then another thing is like you're buying apps. A lot of people are buying apps. I'll tell you what, I have a bunch of apps that I use. And what I do is that I do the free trial, and then I have a reminder on my phone. So before the free trial is over, I just do whatever I want to do with the app, and then I cancel. And so I've got the benefit of that app, and I'm not paying a dime. Why should I pay a dime if I don't have to? If I have to, then I'll pay. But if it's offered to me free of charge, I have wisdom. I'm going to use my wisdom to try to avoid paying money. So there's nothing like stinginess or greediness. That you're being intelligent, you're being wise. So don't start buying apps. You want to do this, boom. You want to do this, boom. No. And then another thing is womanizing. Now, that is clear enough. I'm not going to elaborate on that. But womanizing costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money, Then you now have keeping up with your neighbors. Your neighbors have bought a car, you too, you want to buy a car. Your neighbors have bought this, you too, you want to buy this. Now, if you're doing that, if you say, okay, this is my neighbor here, my neighbor has this, you look at your neighbor, what does he have? You go and buy it. You look at your neighbor. And though that stupid, silly, idiotic show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I've never watched one episode, but it fuels this kind of behavior because it teaches people to want to keep up. Oh, what's in vogue now? Whether or not you can afford it, you go and buy. No, buy things that you need, not things that people are buying. So you can keep up with your neighbors, keep up with the Joneses. You don't want to do that. It makes you expend your money in a foolish way. So you don't want to do that. Now, also, one other thing that people do, and I'm coming to the end very soon, is that, you use your internet data. You spend a lot of money on internet, on data, but you're using it to gossip, you're using it to browse the net, you're using it for worthless things. Then why do you have data? It's just then you become addicted to the internet, and then you're not productive. No, use your data to sell. Use your data to sell. Use your data to sell. And then last but not the least, don't lend to friends. Don't lend to friends. Don't lend to friends. Give friends money that you can afford to lose. Because when you lend to friends, chances are that you're going to lose the friend, you're going to lose the money. And then it's going to be something that really upsets you for a long time and affects other things in your life. Now, having said that, I know that there is right now an issue with a lady in Nigeria who got married, and then she proved that she was a virgin by showing the white cloth that on the bedsheet that she and her husband, had consummated their marriage on their wedding day. And a lot of people are condemning this woman. Look, there is nothing wrong with it. Look, if you read the book of Deuteronomy, it's there. Several verses in Deuteronomy where these things are actually promoted in scripture, and also in African culture, all over Africa, from Cairo all the way to South Africa. Before the white folk came, before colonialism came, when you got married, you proved your virginity by showing the white stained sheets. There's nothing wrong with it. But even if you're outraged, now ask yourself this question. When all these on-air personality, all these female on-air personality that have bleached themselves left, right and center, surgically enhanced themselves, and then when they start to show their overused and overworked body parts, it's from the kind of things that they do. When they can't start to show them, do you complain? You go there, you look, and then this girl is coming to show decency that, look, she's promoting keeping your virginity until marriage, and you have the guts to make fun of her. That girl, I salute you. My name is Reno Omokri, and I salute you. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.